There are moments in life when doors slam shut, when opportunities slip away, when you pour your heart into something, a dream, a relationship, a vision, and it collapses right before your eyes. And in that silence that follows, it's easy to believe you've failed. Easy to think the world has turned its back on you. But I want you to hear me clearly tonight. You were not rejected, you were redirected. Rejection has a way of cutting deep. It shakes your confidence, makes you question your worth, and forces you to wonder if you'll ever be enough. You replay moments in your mind, trying to understand what went wrong, searching for signs you might have missed. But rejection isn't always a reflection of your value. Sometimes it's a reflection of timing, alignment, or purpose. Life doesn't always unfold according to your expectations, and when it doesn't, it's easy to think the world is against you. But that's not the truth. The truth is, every closed door is whispering, not this way. It's redirecting you, not to break you, but to guide you towards something that fits you more completely. Think of the times you fought hard for something that didn't work out. Maybe it was a dream job that slipped through your fingers or a relationship you thought would last forever. In that moment, it felt like the end. But with time, you saw it differently. You realized that what you lost made space for something better, something more in tune with who you were becoming. That's what rejection really does. It clears the path for growth. It removes what can't come with you to where you're meant to go. You were never meant to walk every road, and not every opportunity was meant to be yours. When one path ends, it's not life closing down on you. It's life protecting you from what would have limited you. The no you hear today might be saving you from a lifetime of settling. You may not understand it now, but one day you will. One day, you'll see how the detour was divine, how the rejection was actually redirection. Because every time life tells you no, it's preparing you for a greater yes, waiting just ahead. Rejection is often life's most misunderstood blessing. When you face a closed door, it's easy to believe that something has been taken from you. You see the loss, the disappointment, the missed chance. But what you rarely see in that moment is the protection hidden behind that rejection. Sometimes what you wanted so deeply wasn't meant to nurture you, it was meant to test you. It wasn't designed to last, it was designed to teach. Life has a way of removing the people, the jobs, and the opportunities that would have kept you small. It takes away what no longer fits your purpose, so you can step into something greater. You may think you're being denied, but often you're being delivered. Delivered from the safety of comfort zones, from attachments that hold you back, from dreams that no longer serve your evolution. You might not recognize it yet, but rejection is not a wall. It's a redirection sign. It's a signal that says you were meant for more than this. The pain you feel isn't punishment, it's the friction of growth. It's life stretching you into the person you need to become for what's coming next. Every time you face rejection, remember that it's not the world turning away from you. It's the universe turning you towards something better aligned with your purpose. The job you didn't get, the person who walked away, the plan that fell apart. They're all a part of a larger design that's moving you toward what's truly meant for you. You can either resist it and stay stuck in frustration, or you can trust it and move forward with faith. Because sometimes the rejection you're crying over today is the exact redirection you'll thank tomorrow for saving your life and guiding you where you were truly meant to go. There's a powerful difference between being defeated and being redirected. Defeat tells you it's over. It whispers that you've failed, that there's no point in trying again. But redirection is different. It's movement, it's guidance, it's life saying, I'm not here, but there. The only thing that separates the two is perspective. When you choose to see rejection as defeat, you stop growing. But when you choose to see it as redirection, you begin to transform. You stop asking, why did this happen to me? And start asking, what is this trying to teach me? That simple shift changes everything. When you ask the right questions, your pain becomes your teacher. You begin to understand that setbacks are not signs of weakness. They're signs of preparation. Every disappointment carries a lesson. Every closed door holds a message. Sometimes the lesson is patience. Sometimes it's resilience. Sometimes it's simply learning to trust that you are being led even when you can't see the way. Growth doesn't come from comfort, it comes from challenge. It's through the sting of rejection that you discover your real strength. Those who rise after falling aren't the ones who never felt pain. They're the ones who looked for meaning in it. They found purpose inside their wounds. They learned to use the no as fuel for the next attempt, to let failure refine them instead of define them. Every redirection carries within it an invitation to evolve, to think differently, act differently, and become someone wiser than before. When you start seeing life's no as guidance instead of rejection, you stop fighting the current and start flowing with it. You realize that the world isn't against you, it's shaping you. The moment you replace frustration with curiosity, every loss turns into a lesson, and every lesson moves you one step closer to your purpose. Every person who has achieved something remarkable has faced rejection. They've heard the words, "You're not ready, you're not good enough, you don't belong here." They've been turned away, overlooked, doubted, and dismissed. But instead of allowing those rejections to define them, they used them as fuel. They turned pain into power, disappointment into discipline, and frustration into focus. What separates the great from the ordinary isn't that they never faced rejection. It's that they refused to let rejection stop them. They let every no strengthen their resolve to find a yes. Think about the people who have shaped history, who have built legacies that still inspire us. Behind every triumph is a trail of setbacks. Behind every success is a story of someone who was told to give up, but didn't. They used rejection as a mirror, reflecting what needed improvement, what needed more effort, what needed more heart. They didn't take it personally, they took it as preparation. Rejection became their classroom, and resilience became their greatest lesson. Each time they were told no, they became sharper, wiser, more determined. They learned that rejection doesn't diminish your value, it reveals your strength. It tests whether your dream is strong enough to withstand disappointment. Because sometimes life doesn't deny you because you're unworthy, it denies you because it's asking, how badly do you want this? And those who answer with persistence, with grit, with unshakable belief, they're the ones who rise. The truth is, rejection refines character. It burns away self-doubt and replaces it with conviction. It teaches you to work harder, think deeper, and move forward even when no one believes in you. Every no is shaping you into the person who can handle the weight of the yes that's coming. So when life turns you away, remember, you're not being defeated, you're being prepared for greatness that rejection was designed to reveal. Sometimes the things you want most are the very things that aren't meant to stay. You hold on tightly, believing that if you just try harder, fight longer, or love deeper, you can make it work. But not everything you desire is meant to align with your destiny. Some things are temporary lessons, not lifelong possessions. The hardest part of growth is accepting that letting go is not losing. It's trusting. It's believing that what's meant for you will never need to be forced. When you cling to what's no longer right for you, you block the flow of what's trying to enter your life. You carry old pain, outdated dreams, and attachments that weigh you down. You can't receive new blessings with clenched fists. Life will sometimes take things away not to hurt you, but to free you. That rejection, that ending, that goodbye, it wasn't meant to destroy you. It was meant to clear your path, to remove what could not support the person you're becoming. There's power in release. There's strength in surrender. When you stop trying to control what's beyond your reach and start trusting what's unfolding, peace begins to replace pain. It doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you stop chasing what's running away. It means you choose faith over fear, purpose over attachment. Because sometimes holding on keeps you stuck in what was, while letting go moves you toward what can be. Life rewards those who trust its timing. The moment you release what's not yours, something shifts. New opportunities, new people, new energy begin to find you, not because you forced them, but because you made space for them. The very door that closed on you might have been protecting you from a smaller version of your future. When you let go with grace, you open yourself to the beautiful truth that what's meant for you will always find its way, and it will never require you to beg to stay. When rejection finds you, it's easy to see it as a setback, But what if it's actually a signal? What if it's not pushing you away from something good, but pulling you towards something greater? Every time life says no, it's not closing a door to punish you. It's closing a door to guide you toward the one that's meant to open. Rejection isn't a curse. It's a compass. It's a message from the universe that says, you're meant to go another way. And though the path may be unclear, that uncertainty is where strength is born and purpose is discovered. You have to learn to trust those moments when things don't go your way. Trust that there's a reason, even when you can't see it. Every detour has meaning. Every redirection carries a lesson. Sometimes you're delayed because you're not ready yet. Sometimes you're redirected because what's waiting for you is still being prepared. Patience becomes your greatest test, and faith becomes your greatest weapon. When you stop seeing rejection as a dead end and start seeing it as redirection, you free yourself from bitterness. You stop questioning your worth and start focusing on your growth. The moment you shift from asking, why me, to saying, show me, everything changes. You begin to understand that life isn't against you, it's working for you, sculpting your path one turn at a time. So when rejection visits again, and it will stand tall. Don't shrink, don't curse the detour. Instead, listen to what it's trying to tell you. Something better, something more aligned is calling you forward. The pain you feel today is only temporary. The purpose it leads to is lasting. One day you'll look back and realize that every redirection was part of the map. You were never lost, never forgotten, never denied, only guided step by step toward where you were always meant to be. So tonight, if you find yourself standing in front of a closed door, don't lose heart. Don't let the sting of rejection make you doubt your worth or your purpose. Remember that rejection is not a full stop, it's a comma. It's not the end of your story, it's the moment your story begins to turn. The pain you feel now is shaping the strength you'll need tomorrow. One day, you'll look back and see that every detour had direction, every disappointment had design, and every no carried within it a quiet, not yet. You'll see how the very moments that broke you were the same ones that built you. Life didn't reject you, it redirected you toward who you were always meant to become. So keep walking, keep believing, keep trusting that your path is unfolding exactly as it should, because what's meant for you will never miss you. And when it finally arrives, you'll understand that every rejection was simply preparing the road for your greatest arrival.